What's good, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. In today's video, we talking about that NIL money. Your boy Shedur Sanders over here riding big with Coach Prime. Let's watch this for a second.
I'm riding with my son. I know. Ooh-wee. My son, there's a whole lot going on, man. Sam, you look real comfortable back there, Sam.
Music.
Ooh-wee. You won't like this one. I was in college.
Music.
Dang. Who is your coach? Dang.
Coach Prime.
Why you look like that? Why you look like that? Oh, Lord, now I got to listen to your music. I got to listen to your music, too. I got to listen to your songs all the way to this commercial shoot, man.
All the way to the commercial shoot.
Yeah. I'm about to freestyle the stage. Break it down. Make it big like James. Here we go.
They told me bust out my AP. Perfect time. Got them baguettes up on my neck. I stay shining. Never had to run my jewelry. Chase a climbing.
Score. Triple B.
I stay climbing.
Back at it, baby.
All right, so we watched that clip to kick things off, and you saw Shedur Sanders riding with his dad, Coach Prime, right? And if you look over in the comments, let me pull it back up right quick. You see a man, Coach Prime, say this right here. I mean, over here, he say, first time riding with Shedur Sanders in his new whip. Wow, things have really changed since my college days. Dang, that NIL ain't no joke. This ain't my bag. It came from his bag. And to me, that's what I want to talk about today. That NIL ain't no joke because that NIL bag hit different. You see Shedur Sanders riding around in a Maybach, looking like Rick Ross with Coach Prime. Everything feel a little bit more elevated and more, you know what I'm saying, dapper when you got Coach Prime, which is setting it off, doing that. If you haven't watched the full video, go ahead and do that because my man started really kicking up. The song was actually okay. But as I saw this and I got hyped like everybody, and everybody's applauding and clapping and everything is so beautiful, right? But it really took me back to this moment, right? It made me think of this kid right here. Tell me if you recognize this dude here. Young Deestroying. My man done grown up over time, but I remember this from way back. The reason I lost my full D1 scholarship because of my YouTube channel, right? And I wanted to play a little bit of this to you all because some of y'all are going to, it's so crazy to think that some of y'all are going to grow up in the NIL area and you're not even going to know the plight of some of the folks had to go through back in the day. So I just want to sprinkle some of that on you. And then so you can see how far we have come when you look at Shedur Sanders riding around in a Maybach. Now, obviously, they have the hype of Coach Prime and everything that they have going over there. And they had it at Jackson State and then over at Colorado. But that's a big deal, right? If you think about Shedur Sanders, if you take Coach Prime out of the equation and you just think about him as a quarterback from Jackson State to Colorado, a team who was 1-12 last year, and he is riding in that Maybach because of that NIL money. It really speaks to the influence of culture. It take your boy AB the Hero back. I got a little story I'm gonna share. I probably told a little bit on his channel before at the end of this video, but man, I wish. Let's go here. Listen to my man Deestroying for a second.
As far and as long as I can remember. Eventually, I got a scholarship to UCF, so I'd bring my camera with me wherever I went, and I'd make cool videos that people love and put them up to YouTube. You know, I wasn't making no money at first. You know, I enjoyed making my videos. I saw that stress relief, and you know, it made me happy. And it brought along so many opportunities that I would not be able to get my hands on if I wasn't making videos and playing football. So anyways, time passes a little bit. Now it's May 9th. My YouTube is, you know, popping a little bit. I reached the threshold that YouTube sets for you to start monetizing your videos. I kept doing my thing. I kept making my videos. I started branching out into, you know, little funny comedy skits. Quarterbacks be like, kickers be like, wide receivers be like, cornerbacks be like, all that type of stuff. And those were crazy epic success. And and I saw the success that had. So, man, I was all in for it. I was like, I'm about to start cranking out these videos and start running that money up. This basically became my job now. So I put my 110% in it and never looked back after that. So, you know, time passes, this and that. I'm thinking of new ways to, you know, gain followers, grow my YouTube subscribers, and, you know, make some more change. And I thought of this genius idea. At the time, there was some thing going on social media, Instagram, this and that, where I don't know if you guys recall or not, but remember all those freaking posts of the little red swimsuits that company was doing? Oh, if you repost this, blah, blah, you get free this and that and that. And every single girl on this planet reposted that freaking Instagram post.
I don't know where I was at because he was telling this story and I really don't remember it at all.
So I was like, hey, I could do something like this and, you know, gain followers. I'll have people subscribe to my YouTube, subscribe to my Instagram. I'll just give away some of this UCF gear that I got. I mean, I have a ton of it, so why not give back and, you know, bring a little bit of following to my page.
Can't do that.
So I did that. I created this giveaway, and all you had to do was subscribe to my YouTube channel, repost the picture on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and boom, you're entered. Within the first 2 hours, I swear I gained 3,000 freaking Instagram followers, just like that. 3,000 YouTube subscribers, just like that. I put it up at night, so I went to bed and woke up to a phone call. Who is blowing up my phone? Like, it wasn't just one call, it was a few calls. They blew my phone up. So eventually I answered, and it was our compliance officer at UCF. He's like, hey Donald, what's going on, man? I saw your giveaway. I think it's genius, man. It's a great marketing thing, but you're gonna have to come to my office and we're gonna talk about your Instagram and your YouTube channel because there might be some problems. As soon as I heard that, man, I was pissed off. I was like, man.
So here, think about this. There might be some problems, right? And these problems start with, for one, it's his YouTube channel, right? His Instagram. He created it, edited the videos, shot the videos, put the time in, uploaded them, all of that stuff. Ownership 100% to himself. Does a giveaway with items that he worked for, earned a scholarship, went to practice, did all of that stuff. His things, 100% ownership to Deestroying Donald Delahaye. Decides I'm going to give them away so y'all can follow me. And the folks over there at the compliance office say, hey, we got a problem. That's where we used to be. You're giving away your items for your own personal benefit? We got a problem. You're opening your own business, filming your own videos, editing. Hold on, whoa. And you get paid for it? We got a problem. That's where we used to be. We went from we have a problem with that to Maybach music. Okay, I'm gonna skip forward a little bit in this video, and so you can see, so you can hear this next part.
But it may be illegal that I'm making money off my channel, and it may be illegal that I'm using my image, my name, and my likeness to promote a business. There might be some consequences that I monetize my YouTube account, and I should have came to him before I monetized my YouTube account, and he asked me for a bunch of information. I'm not gonna lie, I try to, you know, kind of keep it under wraps at first. I was like, nah, you know, media sources got aware of it, news got aware of it, a lot of people got.
So basically, after that meeting, he posted about it, and it took off, right? It became a national story.
Got aware of it. They started calling me, interviewing me, this and that. You know, I'm a little nervous. I don't know what he's gonna tell me. I'm feeling like he's gonna support me. I'm feeling like.
So he got a call from the head coach, said, come to the office, we want to holler.
Like he's gonna say he has my back, he's gonna fight for me. But I was absolutely wrong. I walked into his office, and I swear, no lie, 16 coaches are in there. Every single coach from the coaching staff is in there. Pulled up a chair, and my chair is just singled out right in front of my coach's desk. I sit down, and I just look at my coach. And he's like, do you have any idea why you're in this office right now? Like, I mean, of course, everything that's been going on. I'm guessing that's the reason. He's like, yeah, do you understand how many problems you're causing for this university right now? How many people's jobs you're putting in jeopardy? So basically, he sat me in his office and grilled me that whole time. So right off rip, I get no support from my head coaches in this whole process that I'm going through.
All right, so he goes on to tell that whole story, and I wanted to play that clip because you would think that the head coaches, the people in the front office, right, who are getting paid handsomely at a Division One. Yes, it's UCF. It ain't like a major Division One, but they still getting paid handsomely to coach football. Who potentially, most of those guys played some type of college sports and were exploited at some point in their career. They would say, you know what, Donald? This is crazy, bro. I've been upset with this since I was in school. I love what you're doing. The foresight that you got. You trying to be an entrepreneur. You going against the system, bro. We got your back. And he said, no. Do you understand the problems that you are causing for this university and how many people's jobs and livelihoods you're putting in jeopardy? Despite the fact that they are literally putting his job and livelihood in jeopardy, his own business. Do you understand that you putting food on your table is taking food off of our table? Are you breaking the law? No, but you breaking the rules of the NCAA. Come on, man. Now, that was one major national story that came about. And if you know, Deestroying 5.2 million subscribers right now on YouTube, the man gets bread. The man probably get paid like an NFL player right now anyway. Let me pull up his channel for a hot second for you to take a look at. The man probably get paid. You see these views, 2 million, 1.5, 2 million, 3 million. The man put on productions and movies right now. He went from doing whatever B likes to literally productions in every video. But what I want to do is take y'all to a story that I don't know if many of you all have heard of before. This might be a new one for you, but this is the story of Cameron Rodriguez here. All right. And if you look here, this is an Oklahoma City Thunder game. All right. And you're about to witness Cameron Rodriguez knock down a half-court shot, winning $20,000. Check him out.
Make some noise for Cameron, come on!
You see him running out with the check. Crazy thing, I just realized that was a real drum roll. I thought that was sound effects, but they had a real dude out here drumming. Now, if you heard that last portion right there, my man said he goes home with $20,000, right? Anybody, you hit that half-court shot, you go home with $20,000. Here's the ironic thing: is during this year here, it's 2013. This was 9 years ago. There was the Oklahoma City Thunder have been putting on these events, and they had maybe about 4 or 5 people knock these down. They had given away $100,000 worth of winnings for people who just got lucky. The air was right in OKC, and folks was knocking down these half-court shots for $20,000. All right, but here's where things go awry. My man Cameron was not an NCAA athlete. He was an NIL basketball player. And so he went from all of that joy and excitement on the court to right after it happened thinking about, oh, wait a minute. Can I even take this 20 bands? Yeah, I hit the shot. I probably hit the shot because, you know, I hoops and I do my thing. I went from 0.0% to 1% to a little bit more. And I knocked down the shot. I'm hugging the mascot and all of that stuff. But Cameron was worried. He was worried that they would not let him take the money. And he was even more worried because he was worried that at least let me put it to my scholarship. Because one of the big differences between D1 and NAIA is full scholarships, right? You go play basketball at a D1, unless you're a walk-on, you probably got a full scholarship. You got a full ride. My man Cameron was paying to go to school NAIA. That's not NCAA at all. That's a whole nother division. Most people would assume that that's a lower tier, right? You still can hoop probably if you're there, but just in comparison. And they were trying to not allow my man to get his money. Now, eventually, I'll point this out to you, that they allowed Cameron to take the $20,000 and keep it if he put it towards his tuition, which is wild. You should be able to do whatever you want to do with your money. But they said, if you get it, we'll let you continue to play if you put the money to your tuition. Now, I want to point out that at this time, there was NCAA regulations, and remind you that he was NAIA, not NCAA, that if you are in that type of situation that he was, you'd still be eligible, right? As long as you were chosen at random to be in a competition and it was a prize, you could still take the money home. The NCAA would not take your eligibility for that. But the NAIA didn't have those provisions already set up, so they had to think about it, right? You go in here and you see the executive director of the NAIA, John Levins at the time, said, you know, we was happy that Cameron called us about this first. Because if he would have tried to hide it, things would have probably not worked out as good as they are for him. So what we're going to let him do is get the money and then give it to us. And that's going to be, you know, for a positive for him. Now, to me, right, it makes sense. You're going to school, you're going to have to pay that tuition. That's a big debt. You got 20 bands, you could throw it to that. My only pushback on that is typically, especially if you got a school loan, while those things do pay, you got to pay them over time. They are very small interest loans. So if you have a lump sum of 20 bands, you might be able to put it somewhere else and then finesse and work it back. You could pull a Deestroying, open up your own business, but they won't even let you do that. So your best case scenario is to take the money and then throw it into tuition. If he was not going to be able to get the money and add it to a tuition or keep it, he was prepared to send it to charity. So I just want you to really see where we have come when it comes to this NIL stuff and where we are today. We are at my man Cameron Rodriguez knocking down. We were at Cameron Rodriguez knocking down a half-court shot and immediately feeling guilty, like he had done something wrong, to Shedur Sanders riding with his father in the passenger seat, bumping his own music in a Maybach that he got off of his name, image, and likeness. It's a crazy thing to think that there was a time in sports where you were not allowed to make money off your own name, your own image, and your own likeness. It's your main man, AB the Hero. We're going to get up out of here. Peace.
Be the hero. No, not peace. Plus one, triple B's. We out.